This Tuesday, March 5th, 2024. It is now 4:30. The meeting will begin. Can you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a quick moment of silence after?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner. Cynthia, can we get a roll call then?
Talmadge.
Here.
Bucky.
Here.
Mosley Shelton.
Here.
Myrick.
Here.
Upridge.
Here, for the record tonight, all 5 are present. Number 3, declaration of conflict of interest. Okay, number 4, communications. I think there was a few letters received.
Commissioner, we received 3. They were all people interested in purchasing some HRC-owned lots. First one is the vacant lot at 1029 Kenwood Street, and that's from a Stephen Livermore. The second one is for 1046 Kenwood Street from a Mr. Martinez. And then the other one is for 436 Conkey Street from Unlimited Solutions LLC.
Okay, no actions needed at this time. Just for the record, put them in the minutes that they were received, and we'll send them over to staff. Thank you. Number 5 is our homebound conditional forgivable loan approval for Autry Phillips, for 7025 Birch Avenue.
Good afternoon, Commission. Archer was supposed to be on Zoom today. He's a Hammond fireman. I know he had shift today, but he was supposed to be on Zoom.
I think I picked up a call.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
But he's applying for the $10,000 forgivable loan.
Okay.
Show up, though.
Yeah, thank you. Sometimes we just, Greg, we always lean on him for a few general questions, but we understand him being a fireman, being on 24 hours, you never know what call he's on right now. So,
Well, Mr. President, if there's no further discussion, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of the homebound conditional forgivable loan for Audrey Phillips, who's a fireman, 7025 Birch, and if possible, maybe he can zoom in or attend our next meeting.
I'll second that.
okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Myrick, seconded by Commissioner Shelton. Let's have a roll call, please.
Talmadge.
Yes.
Kubaki.
Yes.
Mosley Shelton.
Yes.
Myrick.
Yes.
Upridge.
Yes, motion passes. 5 yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Darrell.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank you, Darrell.
Okay, number 6, approval of the purchase of property 6827 Kennedy Avenue between Hammond Redevelopment Commission and Vince Housman.
Commissioners, in front of you, you have an agreement to purchase real estate. This is actually the Redevelopment Department looking to purchase this building from Mr. Hausman. The building at 6827 Kennedy Avenue is right at the beginning of all the redevelopment we have done so far on Kennedy Avenue over in Hessville. You may recall a year or 2 ago, the plans were approved by redevelopment. We brought 4 lanes down to 2, widened some sidewalks, and really slowed down traffic in order to encourage walkability and have some retail and commerce thrive there. Also with that plan, the city is looking to revitalize some buildings and parcels that are underutilized in that corridor, and this building is one of them. It's a 2-story brick building that has residential above and nothing below. So we reached out to the owner, and they were willing to purchase the parcel, sell the parcel to us at the average of 2 appraisal, which is at $172,500.
Nice.
Well, you answered all my questions before I could even answer.
Know the building too quite well, so.
What is it, Tony?
If I'm not mistaken, I think it's kind of near Deb's gun range.
Yep, it's right next to the VFW.
Right, and there's a
It's kind of
VFW,
a
and then,
two-story,
okay, got it.
yellow brick building.
Yeah.
yep.
Seen better days.
Yeah,
We can do something better there.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So the above is residential apartments and the main level is storefronts?
It looks like it was once storefronts, but then they bricked it up for perhaps another residential unit down there. You.
Yeah. Mr. President, if there's no further questions, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of the sale, approval of the purchase of the property at 6827 Kennedy Avenue between Hammond Redevelopment Commission and Vince Hausman.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Tomich, second by Commissioner Myricks. Let's have a roll call then, please.
Tomich,
Yes,
Kubaki,
Yes,
Mosley Shelton,
Yes.
Myricks,
Yes.
Poppers.
Yes, motion passes 5 yes. Okay, number 7's approval of the sale of partial property 5945 Kennedy Avenue between Hammond Redevelopment Commission and Crevinston Trucking Incorporated.
Commissioners, we have another agreement to purchase real estate. This time, however, we have a commercial business that is looking to purchase a partial sliver of the property at 5945 Calumet Avenue. As you may recall, this is the City of Hammond-owned Hammond Police Department gun range over on Kennedy Avenue. There is some wooded area to the west side of that parcel, and we were looking to redevelop that land into perhaps another industrial use. At that time, we did notice that a neighboring business was encroaching on our land with a fence, and we wanted to correct that with subdividing the bigger parcel into a sliver and having the neighboring business perhaps purchase it. We put out an RFP last month and received 2 bids on it. One of them was the neighboring business called Crevinston Trucking, and we do feel like they are the highest and best use to purchase this parcel. And they will be purchasing it as is for $9,000.
Yeah, they've been in Hammond a pretty long time.
yeah.
Mr. President, if there's no further discussion, not any questions, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of the sale of the partial property, 5945 Kennedy Avenue, between Hammond Redevelopment Commission and Crevinston Trucking Incorporated.
I'll second that.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Myricks, second by Commissioner Tomich. There's no further questions or discussion. Roll call.
Tomich,
Yes,
Kubaki,
yes,
Mosley Shelton,
Yes.
Myricks,
Yes.
Poppers.
Yes, motion passes 5 yes. All right, number 8's approval of agreement for professional services with DEF Consulting LLC, which stands for Development Economic Finance.
Commissioners, this is an agreement for professional services, which we usually do in the fall of each year, so we can hire and work with consultants across the city and the greater Northwest Indiana community to help us move forward on projects in the most effective and cost-effective way. Dan Bowditch, who was with another company, has branched off on his own at the beginning of this year and has developed DEF Consulting LLC. The city has a wonderful relationship with Dan, and we would like to continue this relationship, so we are asked him to submit an agreement for professional services to continue that relationship. And Dan is here in case you have any questions.
No, I concur. Dan, you've done a great job with SEH, and look forward to still working with you in your own capacity now with this, your new venture here.
Mr. President, if there's no further discussion or any other questions, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of agreement for professional services with DEF Consulting LLC.
I will second it.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Myricks, seconded by Commissioner Kubecki. Let's have a roll call, please.
Tomich,
Yes.
Kubaki,
Yes.
Mosley Shelton,
Yes.
Myricks,
Yes.
Uppridge.
Yes, motion passes, 5 yes. Okay, number 9 is a Memorial Park bid, opening review and update.
So today I wanted to update you on a recent RFP submission that we had last Friday at the redevelopment offices at noon. So together with the HRC staff and the HRC counsel, Dave Westland, we opened and recorded one bid. We received one bid for the Memorial Park RFP that was submitted last month for senior housing on one parcel and duplexes or quadplexes on another parcel. The bid was from Gorman and Company LLC, and their per acre bid price matched the RFP amount. So Project A, which is a little over 3 acres, is a senior multi-family housing with approximately 118 units on 3 floors. And this senior housing will be open to people 55 years and older who make no more than 60% of the area median income. And then Project B, which is 1.71 acres, is for the duplex and fourplex townhomes that they are proposing. They are proposing 16 two-bedroom townhomes that are 2 stories tall. The City Redevelopment Commission and the city planner will be working very closely with any developer that's going to work at Memorial Park or anywhere in Hammond to make sure that quality materials are used in construction and that all the zoning ordinance fits with the buildings and the uses. So at this point, since we have one bid received and opened, we are going to move forward and start drafting the purchase agreement and a development agreement. We're going to talk with the developers to see if there's additional incentive asks, and we're just going to begin the process. So hopefully at our next meeting on the 19th, we will have something signed in for you to review and potentially approve.
So there's no action requested today.
No action today, just an update.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I wanted to update you since we did open it in our offices on Friday. So this is kind of like, this is coming up in the next few weeks.
That's exciting.
It's
That
very
is,
exciting.
That came in pretty fast, Dan.
It did.
Okay.
Tone, I just noticed that Audrey got on. I don't know if you want to address.
Oh, okay.
It's called out again.
Yeah, we sure will, since if you guys don't mind, we'll go back to number 5, the homebound, just to say hello to Autry Phillips. Can you hear me, Autry?
Yes, sir, I can.
Okay.
And I apologize for my tardiness.
Oh, that's okay. We did approve you. Jarrell was
Thank you so
here.
much.
Yeah, he was here on your behalf and we just usually like our applicants to, we like to see them and
Yes, sir.
so any of the commission, if you.
Yeah, we usually ask a couple really, really simple questions that you can answer here.
Okay.
So, well, I'm not gonna ask you how you heard about the program since you're a firefighter. Are you a first-time home buyer?
I am. Both my wife and I are first-time home buyers.
Okay. May I ask, who's your realtor?
My realtor is Tammy Wagner. She's with Listing Leaders.
Yeah, okay, so, yeah, you have 2 realtors on the board, so we just, we like to know.
Oh.
Promoting our program.
Uh-oh. Well,
No, it's not a bad, it's not
Well,
a
thank
bad
you
thing.
for,
It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. So, we don't have any other questions. Again, congratulations and thanks for what you do.
thank you so much.
Enjoy your new home.
Service.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
We really appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you for taking the time. If you want to sign off, you can. If not, it's up to you. But either way, congratulations and have a good evening.
Thank you, sir. You all do the same.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, then we will continue on to number 10. Authorization to advertise a request for proposals for the sale of 435 Fayette Street.
So just a correction on this agenda item, if you could change sale to lease. This is an authorization to advertise for a lease of a redevelopment-owned building at 435 Fayette Street. This is a building in downtown called the Substation Number 9 Building, and it is being leased by the South Shore Arts community, and they have art shows and art classes at this facility. The building was formerly owned by NIPSCO, and it was recently ownership was transferred to redevelopment from NIPSCO. So now we are new landlords and we need a new lease. So we're working on the lease now. You will hopefully see it at your next meeting, but we just wanted to get authorization to advertise for it.
Thank you. It does say a lease price too
Oh,
on the
good.
one
Thank you.
page, but thank you for the correction on the agenda.
Mr. President, if there's no further questions, I'd like to make a motion to approve the authorization to advertise a request for proposals for the lease of 435 Fayette Street.
Second.
Okay, a motion's been made by Commissioner Tolman, second by Commissioner Myricks. Let's have a roll call.
Tomich?
Yes.
Kubaki?
Yes.
Mosley Shelton?
Yes.
Myricks?
Yes.
Poppers?
Yes, motion passes 5 yes. Okay, number 11 is approval of supplemental letter agreement with Short Elliott Henderson Incorporated.
Referring back to when I was talking about our agreements for professional services, which we approve each fall, this is a supplemental letter submitted by SEH, and this is pretty much just changing their first point of contact for us with SEH, who did submit an agreement last fall. They removed Dan from the list and added on 2 other SEH contacts. And this will be good for us when we do utilize SEH for other projects. So this is just amending their supplemental letter.
Mr. President, I make a motion for the approval of supplemental letter agreement with SEH Incorporated.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Myricks, second by Commissioner Tomich. Let's have a roll call.
Tomich?
Yes.
Kubaki?
Yes.
Mosley Shelton?
Yes.
Myricks?
Yes.
Poppers?
Yes, motion passes 5 yes. Number 12, authorization to advertise a request for qualifications for landscaping and snow removal.
Commission, I believe this RFQ submission occurs every 2 years for the Redevelopment Commission, and this year is one of those years we need to submit for RFQ for lawn care and snow removal. Standard procedure.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Mr. President, I make a motion for the authorization to advertise request for qualifications for landscaping and snow removal.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Myrick, seconded by Commissioner Tomich. That's the authorization to advertise a request for qualifications for landscaping and snow removal. Let's have a roll call.
Tomich?
Yes.
Kubaki?
Yes.
Mosley Shelton?
Yes.
Myricks?
Yes.
Poppers?
Yes, motion passes 5 yes. All right, number 13 is approval of resolution 2024-02, confirmatory resolution of the Hammond Redevelopment Commission adopting and amending declaratory resolution that established and designated the Gateways redevelopment area, approved the redevelopment plan for the Gateways redevelopment area, and designated the Gateways allocation area to 1, expand said redevelopment area for the River North sub-area expansion area. 2, amend said plan for the 2023 amendment to the redevelopment plan for the Gateways redevelopment area, River North sub-area expansion area. And 3, expand the Gateways allocation area for the River North sub-allocation area.
I believe you said it all, Tony. Thank you. No, this is, I believe, And Dan can confirm this. This is the final step in the declaratory resolution that was submitted to the commission on February 20th. We also had a public hearing at that time, and we received in the mail one remonstrance. So at this point, this is the confirmatory resolution expanding the River North area for the Gateways redevelopment area. Thank you, Dan.
Did you need me to say anything?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, Dan.
Yes, Dan.
So as my first official action as DEF Consulting,
Congratulations.
thank you very much.
Congratulations.
I appreciate the support and continued work with the Hammond Redevelopment Commission. So before you is the confirming resolution. Very simply, and not to make this complex, the confirmatory resolution basically is the last step in the approval process. When a document, when a redevelopment plan, project plan is established, designated, and then approved by a declaratory resolution, that resolution begins the process of approval, which goes to the Plan Commission, which it did on your declaratory was on December 8th. The Plan Commission approved the written order of finding of fact consistent with the comprehensive plan and other planning documents on December 8th. The City Council took action, and I don't remember the actual date, but it was in January, took action to approve the Plan Commission's action. On February 20th, the Redevelopment Commission did hold a public hearing, which was duly published. There were notices sent out to not only the property owners within the amended area or the sub-area, but as well as individuals who are listed on any list for property to be acquired through a purchase of the Redevelopment Commission. And so everything was done duly and within the state statutes for redevelopment. So at this point, the confirmatory resolution lists all that and then states that it is completing the process by confirming what everything else happened and says, yes, it's formally completed. Even though just so that you know, even though the documents for base assessment date fall back on when the declaratory is. It's not based on the confirmatory, it's based on the declaratory. So basically, all the confirmatory is doing is saying, we did everything we were supposed to do within the statute to approve it, and we are now confirming all that. Very simple.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Dan.
You're welcome.
Any questions?
No question. Mr. President, I make a motion for the approval of resolution 2024-02, and I'm definitely not going to repeat all of it.
So moved. Second.
Okay, motion's been made, seconded by Commissioner Tomich. Let's have a roll call then.
Tomich,
Yes.
Kubaki,
Yes.
Mosley Shelton,
Yes.
Myricks,
Yes.
Hopperidge.
Yes, motion passes, 5 yes. Okay, number 14 is our bills register of claims.
Mr. President, if there's no questions about the claims, I'd like to make a motion to approve the claims for the Redevelopment Commission meeting on March 5th, 2024, beginning with the claims dated 2/12/24 and ending with claims dated 2/29/24, claim number R64992 through R65039 inclusive.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Tomich, seconded by Commissioner Myricks. That's claims dating February 12th, 2024 through February 29th, 2024. Claim R64992 through claim R65039 inclusive. Is there any questions on these claims for staff? Okay, then roll call, please.
Tomich,
Yes.
Kubaki,
Yes.
Mosley Shelton,
Yes.
Myricks,
Yes.
Hopperidge.
Yes, motion passes, 5 yes. Okay, number 15 is our reports. We have Ann Taylor tonight again. Would you like to share anything?
The only report I have at this time is our Disabilities Commission award breakfast coming up on the 14th of this month, 8 a.m. I know Cynthia reaches out to you often to see if you need any tickets, and if you do, please just reach out to her or our office. Thank you.
All right, thank you for the update and reminder. All right, number 16, new and unfinished business. I don't think there's anything tonight.
None at this time.
Okay. Number 17 is public comment. Public comment is open now. Public comment is open. Public comment is open. If anybody would like to come forward and speak, you may do so now. Okay, public comment is closed. Public comment is closed. Public comment is closed. Can we get a number 18?
Mr. President, I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Can you all signify by aye?